He's only listed as 6'6",
Only.
I think he's bigger than that. Really? As many basketball players as I'm around, I do not think he's only 6'6". I would put him at 6'7" or 6'8".
It's an important game to hold for Del Potro.
He picks up 2 aces in that opening game. Good start for him to serve effectively. And got through a break point. So a lot in that first game.
Absolutely looking for his first top 10 win of the season as Del Potro. Since he defeated Robin Soderling in the semi-finals at the Barclays World Tour Finals in London. That was in '09, of course. He's got an impeccable record, though, when playing against world #1s. So 3 winners and 3 losses. I mean, anytime you're on a par there, you're doing unbelievably well. He's down Federer twice, of course, and Rafa once.
Service.
Double fault for Nadal to start. And you talked about how important serve was for Nadal. He's only been broken twice, but it just feels like his serve hasn't been rock solid.
Couldn't agree with you more. Struggled in his match against De Varman as well as Karlovic. Those really spring to mind. Even in the doubles yesterday, remember how low their first serve percentage was, the 2 of them.
Speaking of the doubles yesterday, remember Nadal double faulted twice to lose the set for his team in that opening set.
Kept on gesturing towards his camp. Couldn't find out what was going on, why it was going wrong.
With a slight opening here. When they've played before, I've always enjoyed just watching the geometry of the court in terms of the movement, because it looks like Nadal is running twice as much as Del Potro. Obviously, Del Potro is so big. But Nadal just seems to work so hard against Del Potro.
For service.
Well, it's an interesting point you make, Sam, because Poison Hawker just pulled out a nugget from that US Open in 2009, where Rafa ended up running 19% more than Del Potro in that match, and that is massive. The differential in most matches is 5, 7, 8%, and that's considered a fair bit.
Example of how the technology has benefited benefited this sport. And it is a break point right away. Nadal is facing. So each man unable to negotiate his opening service game without facing a break point.
Second service.
Okay, there's the break. And Nadal starts slowly. Del Potro up 2-love. And I just wonder for Nadal,
It's 2 games to none.
when he comes out on the court against Del Potro, does he immediately feel pressure to avoid that big hitting, that big strike zone of Del Potro?
Well,
Does
I
it
think he
force
does.
errors?
I think he does. Again, we saw some exquisite length from Del Potro early on, and it's difficult for Nadal. You know, we were speaking about how much more court he covered at the US Open in that match where he lost, but for me that says he's defending too much. You know, you cover a lot more court when you defend more, and I think Rafa's got to make a conscious decision today to try and play up the court a little more. It's not easy to do because of the length that Del Potro keeps, but that's going to be one of the challenges for the world #1.
Makes the air, but Nadal wasn't listening to you there, Robbie. That was a very defensive point.
15-all.
Del Potro's not scared to go to his forehand either. He will trade his backhand with Nadal's forehand. And we know guys who have success against Nadal hit that hard, fat backhand cross-court well. Causes Rafa all kinds of problems. Already 7 unforced errors for Nadal.
Just in their third game. Doesn't play a lot at 11 in the morning, though. Maybe he's just not a morning person. It's usually on the golf course right now, right?
Can't remember the last time that he played a first match in the morning.
Errors continue to pour from Nadal's racket, and Del Potro
15.
point away from a 3-love lead. These guys are going to be happy. It's a little cooler today. Start for the world #1 and a great start for Juan Martín Del Potro.
Del Potro leads 3 games to none.